Dear student, class 8 English version. Today I will discuss the rest of the lecture of chapter 1, the colonial age and the liberation of Bangla. Lesson 4 and 5, the exploitation of East India Company and the impact of the British rule. Some countries of Europe had strong naval power. They aimed at expanding trade and commerce. The eastern countries of the world, like India, and their target cause. There was a abundant asset and resource. With this purpose, the British East India Company was established in England in 1600 AD. This company established a commercial base at Hooghly in 1651. When did he establish a company in Hooghly? In 1651 at Kashim Bazar, and at Kashim Bazar in 1658. The Dutch East India Company also entered in Bangla. When did the Dutch East India Company enter in Bangla? In 1630, but could not survive in the face of competition the British East India Company. Actually, Dutch East India Company did not survive, could not survive with English East India Company. The Dutch company left India after some years and processed towards Indonesia and Malaysia. The French also arrived in Bangla in 1664 and established French East India Company. This company made a strong base at Chandanagar and Chuchura. The French were also defeated 3 times by the British Company. Actually, they they was fighting 3 times with British Company and left in India, ending their 100 years old trade and process towards the Indochina. The British East India Company started to strengthen their hold gradually, and at one time they started to influence the administration of Nawab. Nawab Alipuddin Khan died in 1756. When did Nawab Alipuddin Khan die? In 1756. After his death, there arose a dispute about the throne among the members of Nawab family and aristocrats of the court. The officers of the British East India Company took advantage of the dispute. The British traders joined the conspirator against the young Nawab. Prominent among these conspirators were Ghashiti Begum, the renowned name Ghashiti Begum, Sirajuddaular's aunt, Mr. Mir Jafar, Mir Qasim, and some members of rich elite like Urmichand, Jagoshet, and Raj Vallabh. Watson and Clive, 2 British commanders, made most of the internal conflict. Watson and Clive, 2 British commanders, they bought soldiers from Madras and occupied Kolkata. After this, Clive wanted to occupy the Nawab's capital at Murshidabad. With this purpose, faced the Nawab's army in a mango orchard at Murshidabad. The Nawab's old commander Mir Jafar betrayed, because he was the one of the betrayer of Nawab. The Nawab in the Battle of Palashi held on 23rd June 1756, on which day the Battle of Palashi was occurred or held. Thus, the Nawab of Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha was defeated in the battle. The Nawab was brutally killed. Though Mir Jafar was made Nawab after this, the real power was exercised by the cunning and daring British commander Robert Clive. At last, Clive officially got the Diwani, meaning the ownership of Bengal, Bihar, Odisha. At last, the power under the British commander Lord Clive. From the Emperor of Delhi in 1765 AD, the task of collecting task of collecting revenue went to the hand of the English after they had got the Diwani of this area. The English also had their control over administration. Actually, they came to India for trade purpose. At last, they got the power of India. Clive continued dual administration in Bengal for some period. Dual administration was a peculiar. What is dual administration or diarchy? Was a peculiar system. In this system, revenue collection, military control, and running the administration were in the hands of the British. The Nawab was an administrator only by name. As a result, Nawab got powerless responsibility and company got power without duty. The diarchy was an extreme curse for the people of this country. The English, after getting authority of collecting revenue, increased the amount of tax on the subject and they gave maximum pressure. Actually, they torture our people and they for collecting their high revenue. Apart from this, the country faced a great famine due to drought for 3 years. How many years? 3 years. This famine is known is in history as the Chhiattor Mantattor. What do you mean by Chhiattor Mantattor? Here is a question. Meaning the famine of Bengali year 1176, million of people died in this famine. This amount of was 1/3 of the total population of then Bengal. The prominent governor of East India Company at the initial stage were Lord Wellesley, Warren Hastings, Lord Cornwallis, Lord William Bentinck, Lord Hardinge, and Lord Dalhousie. They adopt different plans to make English rule permanent in India, though they exploited our people in different way. Though they worked to exploit the people, even then the countrymen were benefited by some of their work. Like this governor some worked some benefited work like some development work like railway, steamer, postal, telecommunication. The major works of the English rulers are given below. The good type of works by the British governor, like land and revenue management, was given to the British Governor General according to Indian administration law passed by British Parliament in 1786. A class of Jamindar was created by implementing permanent settlement in 1793, and those Jamindar always remained loyal to the British. Actually, a class of Jamindar was created by the Parliament Settlement Act in 1793. British authority in the control of administration was ensured. Administrative offices, educational and communication institutions were shifted to Kolkata from Murshidabad. The shifting made Kolkata an important city. Shifting of this type of institution, Kolkata was an important city. Later, Kolkata was made capital of Bengal officially. But it is true that English governors like Lord William Bentinck and Lord Hardinge took steps to expand education. Actually, these two governors want to expand education in Bengal, stop early marriage. their remarkable work stop early marriage and to introduce widow marriage. They also introduced the practice of modern science. Besides, they cooperated with Bengalis like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar in their attempts to eradicate some social superstition, including Shotidaha. Shotidaha was one of the social superstition in Hindu communities, which means that widow will also be burnt with her dead husband. Uh, Thus, a new educated civil society emerged in the country, but the greater Bengali community was oppressed by the British rule. The British East India Company did not stop even after getting the control of Bangla, Bihar, Odisha. The Mughal Empire faced a crisis after the death of Emperor Aurangzeb. Some Nawab and local kings started to contest the power of the Mughal Empire. The throne of Delhi became weaker consequently. Company army officers tried to expand their control in different fields. A mutiny spread among sepoy in different barracks of British in 1857. This mutiny is called Sepoy Mutiny. Sepoy Mongol Pandey and Habildar Rajobali led this mutiny in Bengal. Who was the leader of this mutiny? Sepoy Mongol Pandey and Habildar Rajab Ali. The rulers of different areas of India who wanted freedom joined their hands with the Sepoy in this mutiny. Some of these groups are Queen Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi, Taya Tupi of Maharashtra, Delhi monarch Bahadur Shah Jafar also supported the Sepoy. But the English could control this mutiny as they had sophisticated weapon skilled soldier. Their tricks and barbarism also helped them to this effect. After this incident, Indian Rule Act was passed in British on 2nd August 1858. When did Indian Rule Act pass? 1858, 2nd August in 1858. It is very important question for you. What is the famine of 76 and explain its causes? Lesson 6. The movement against the East India Company and the British rule. The rule of East India Company came to end with the promulgation of Indian Rule Act. State power of India was given to the British King. One minister of the British cabinet was appointed as the Secretary of State of India. He would run the administration of India with the help and suggestion of 15 members advisory board. According to this law, the Governor General was called Viceroy. What is the name of the Governor General? Viceroy. The Viceroy was representative of the British King. Lord Canning was appointed as the first. Who was the first Viceroy of India? Lord Canning. In this way, British government established their total control over India in 1861. The British Parliament instructed the India government to form a representative parliament. A declaration was also made to form a Bengal parliament. The function of Bengal parliament started from 1st February 1862. This parliament had 12 members. The number of members was increased to 21 in 1892. During the initial stage, there was no provision for these members to be elected by voting. Later on, this parliament became a democratic institution, and this system was then introduced throughout India, including Bengal. But the control of the British government over this parliament remained intact. In 1853, the British government decided to divide divide Bengal into two provinces. Uh, Demarcation was made to this effect in 1903. The division of Bengal in the division when did the division of Bengal occur? 1905 is the result of this plan. East Bengal got a separate identity for this date. The great majority number of people during the British rule were farmers. On the other hand, a small minority was the privileged Jamindar class. The number of people connected with cottage and small industries was very few. Agriculture, the backbone of economy, was almost ruined during the British rule. The same was the case with the weaving industry, which was once very famous. The business community of Bengal was not organized. The condition of Bengal in the industry was also not worth mentioning. The women folk lagged behind due to the social norms and superstition. The middle class society also could not become powerful. Actually, this is the picture of our Bengal. At that time, Britain was the richest country of the world, while India was a British colony and a place of exploitation. Actually, when the Nawab died and British controlled the overall the India, and as a result, British was become a richest country in the world, and they made a exploitation place in India. Lesson 7 and 8, Renaissance in Bengal and emerge of the state of Pakistan. The English wanted to make their rule stronger. With this intention, they started to create an English educated class. They would remain loyal to them. Warren Hastings established. When did Kolkata Madrasa establish? In 1781. The purpose of establishing this madrasa was to satisfy the Muslim by creating job opportunities, as the Muslims were broken hearted because of losing their state. For the same reason, Sanskrit College was established for the Hindu in 1791. When did Sanskrit College established? In 1791. A new inspiration aroused the local people for coming in touch with modern education. People started to question the age-old beliefs, norms and culture. The movement against Sati-Daha started from the Hindus. Opinions were formed in favor of widow marriage. The country witnessed a new tide which was limited but very effective in changing the age-old beliefs of the people. Widow marriage, the actual effective movement. English missionary Sir William Carey kept himself attached in various social activities apart from active preaching of Christianity. He was a pioneer in composing Bengali grammar. William Carey was a pioneer in composing Bengali grammar. Please note down it. Setting up printing machine, publishing newspapers, preparing school textbook, and many others important social work. In this sequence, the British established schools throughout the country. Some colleges were also established for higher studies. At last, Kolkata University was established 1857. When did Kolkata University establish? In 1857. As a seat of higher education and research, the establishment of a printing press. This is a very important line. Printing press at Srirampur in 1821 also played a positive role in inspiring the people of Bengal. The printing press facilitated the printing of books, thus to spread our education among the educated people. The sensitive people now started to cast their attention to the development of the society. They started to criticize the injustice of the rulers, and in the same way they made self-criticism about the injustice of the society. Many came forward to mold public opinion by publishing newspaper in Bengali language. Actually, Srirampur printing press opened the door of Bengali writing through this renaissance or awakening of Bengali people happened in Kolkata city. The entire Bengali witnessed its indirect result. The flourishing of nationalistic feelings inspired by patriotism is another hallmark of modern education during colonial rule. Anti-British movement took its final origin due to the planning of the partition of Bengal 1905 AD. But the British ruler wanted to convey that the reason behind was the benevolence of the country. At that time, the periphery boundary line of Bengal was very large. Eastern Bengal, Western Bengal, Bihar, Odisha constitute the Greater Bengal. Actually, now we see we are the portion of Indian continent, and we see India. There is a East India, West India, situated in India. So it was difficult for the Kolkata-based British rulers to exercise good governance in remote region. For this, development work in Eastern Bengal, Bihar, Odisha was not possible. In 1903, British Viceroy Lord Curzon proposed that Bengal would be divided into two provinces for the sake of exercising good governance. A new province named East Bengal would be found, declaring Dhaka is its capital. First time Dhaka is its capital. The control of this province would be in the hand of Lieutenant Governor. Though there was local logical in the British reign, Dhaka was the first time of capital, declaring the capital. Though there were logical grounds, many of the Calcutta-based educated Bengalis expressed their doubt in this government decision. Though that dividing Bengal and British ruler wanted to bridge the communal harmony between the Hindu and Muslim. Most of the people of East Bengal were Muslim. That though that with the emergence of a new province, development work would be strengthened. But the educated Hindu leaders protest against the division of Bengal. Actually, he did not want the division of Bengal, the Hindu communities. For this reason, the gap between the two communities increased. Indian National Congress was the only non-communal Indian political organization, but most of the great leaders of Congress were Hindu. He claimed the party was non-communal, but most of the great leaders of Congress were Hindus. They raised their voice against the partition of Bengal without consulting with Muslim leaders. So a new calculation arose among the Muslim leaders that they would need a political platform of their own to secure their demands. Consequently, in 1906 AD, an organization named Muslim League was formed in Dhaka. The conflict between the two sects was made clear after the division of 1905 AD. The Bengali Hindu leaders increasingly insisted upon the British the partition of Bengal. Insisted it would not be wise. They started some movement which are Swadeshi movement, non-cooperation movement, Swaraj movement, and armed revolution. It is undeniable that a gap was widening between the Hindu Muslim. Many educated Bengalis expressed their view, and British had a different intention behind the partition of Bengal. Um, at that time, Bengali leader A.K. Fazlul Haq placed the formula of dividing India on the base of the two-nation theory in 1940. A.K. Fazlul Haq tabled this formula at Muslim League conference held in Lahore. At this, the people of Bengal were divided on the basis of their religion, Muslim or Hindu. India was divided in 1947 on the basis of two-nation theory of Lahore proposal, which basis India and Pakistan divided on the basis of two-nation theory. At the far end, efforts were also made to keep Bengal undivided, but the election of 1946 and the riots in Kolkata, Noakhali made it possible. East Bengal became independent from the British as a part of Eastern Pakistan. But this was not the true independence of the people of Eastern Bengal. The Pakistani rulers actually in 1947, on the basis of two-nation theory, India and Pakistan divided. We are the state with the Pakistan, the part of East Pakistan, as the part of East Pakistan. The Pakistani ruler enforced their torture and exploitation over the people of Eastern Bengal. Truly speaking, the people of East Bengal had to start their movement from 14 August 1947 to achieve independence in the real sense, and at last we got the Bangladesh. So, dear student, read properly. Yeah, it is a historical portion of our Bengal. So you have to more read in this. And have you any query or problem, please contact with me. Thank you very much.